A major development this evening into the multi-billion-dollar fraud case at the now-defunct Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL. Investors and the public have been clamoring for answers and a recovery of funds after financial irregularities were brought to light in 2023. With only one person arrested and charged since 2023, investigators have this weekend arrested two other senior directors with a hope to appease the disgruntled and hurting investors. Details in this report.
The founder and former director of failed investment firm Stocks and Securities Limited on Saturday faced intense questioning from investigators looking into the fraudulent activities that led to the collapse of the investment firm. But Hugh Croskery wasn't the only one in the hot seat. The two other persons directly connected to SSL, his daughter, a former director, Sarah Meany, and Zachary Harding, former CEO, appeared before investigators. Hugh Croskery and Sarah Meany were taken into police custody when their properties located in St. Andrew and St. James were visited and searched by a joined-up team of investigating departments and agencies. Reports are that at about 4:30 a.m., a joint-up team executed 4 search warrants, one at a St. James address in Kempshott district and 3 others on premises located in St. Andrew. Croskery, who has all along publicly denied any wrongdoing, was taken in by investigators at premises located at Wickham Avenue where electronic devices and several documents were seized. He was taken into custody on reasonable suspicion of breaches of the Bank of Jamaica Act, Securities Act, Larceny Act, and Banking Services Act. Meanwhile, in Kempshott St. James, SSL-related documents and multiple electronic devices were also confiscated, and Mrs. Meany was brought in by lawmen for her direct connection to activities at SSL and on reasonable suspicion of involvement in irregular financial activities. For his part, Zachary Harding spared himself much indignity when the former CEO of SSL walked into the Financial Investigations Division and CTOC to be questioned in the presence of his attorneys. He, like the others, are questioned on suspicion of breaches of the BOJ Act, Securities Act, Banking Services Act, and Companies Act. Investigators are assessing all matters arising and forensically inspecting all evidence collected.
This operation is being led by the Financial Investigation Division. MOCA is really playing a critical supporting role to the FID in that regard. That support mainly involves the use of our data and cyber forensics personnel who will assist with the securing, handling, and processing of evidentiary items, including digital devices and other documentary material. Notwithstanding this supporting role, though, we remain ready to provide whatever additional capabilities or assistance the FID may require to carry out and complete the operations in a timely manner.
A multi-agency team including the Financial Investigations Division, the Constabulary Financial Unit, the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, and the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency is probing to recover millions of US dollars gone missing from the institution and to find out who might be culpable. According to senior officials, the investigation has been progressing with the application of the highest professional standards. The irregular activities at the SSL saw upwards of 200 client accounts being affected, and it was found that the extent of the fraud exceeded $3 billion in value. This came to light in January 2023 with the Financial Investigations Division pointing to the impacted accounts and revelation of other fraudulent schemes at SSL, which has resulted in the misappropriation and/or loss of numerous investors' funds. One big-name client who lamented losses, sprint legend Usain Bolt. The authorities report that they have been robustly pursuing various lines of inquiry and taking all the necessary steps that lead to evidence-based prosecutions in the court at the appropriate time against all guilty parties. Prior to Saturday morning's operation, Jean Ann Panton was in February 2023 the only person arrested and charged for multiple offenses. As investigations continue, members of the public are being asked to remain calm and avoid the operational areas where possible. The third person arrested on Saturday was Dermont Meany for breaching the Firearms Act.